as I speak to you guys, there's a wildfire burning across northern Arizona. This fire is over 28,000 acres and has gone through 10 different communities. These 10 communities have had to evacuate to local schools and shelters in order to remain safe. The Goodwin Fire began Saturday afternoon as a local group of campers left their fire unattended. Disastrous situations such as this can be easily avoided if people know their basic fire safety rules. Today, I will discuss how wildfires are formed, the harm they bring, and the good they can cause. And I will also teach you to ensure that you will never be the cause of one. So what exactly determines a wildfire? Well, they're created in a number of different ways, but the most drastic way would be human cause, and we can drastically reduce the amount. A range of different conditions cause fire growth, some being drought, high temperature, and high winds. But as I said earlier, the most cause is human error. Humans make these destructive fires mainly because they're unknowledgeable and they have a lack of understanding for the consequences. In 2009, there were 8,000 wildfires marked across the United States, and they burnt over 5 million acres. Of these 8,000 wildfires, over 7,000 of them were due to human error. These could have been avoided if these people knew their fire safety rules. Fires cause awful tragedies, but do you know just how bad they can be? Wildfires bring a lot of emotion and chaos into communities. They're described as vicious, massive, and uncontrollable. When they're unmanageable, they risk the harm of animals, houses, and forests. They're all in their way. They threaten the lives of humans in communities, and not to mention the fire suppression materials is also harmful for aquatic animals once they get into the bodies of water. If your community is not directly affected, and surrounding communities are, there's oftentimes a good chance that you and your animals will be harmed, as the smoke can run hundreds of miles through the wind. Although the overall impact of wildfires can be harmful, there are some benefits that reign from them. Most people don't think of these benefits, however, when they hear a wildfire. Controlled burns from the U.S. Forest Department help prevent huge wildfires from forming. Prescribed burns also help improve habitat for threatened and endangered species, bringing out nutrients from the soil and eventually growth to trees, flowers, and the plants around. Another bittersweet benefit is the employment rate. This creates economic benefit. However, these firefighters are risking their lives to save others' houses and other lives. Even with benefits, wildfires bring more harm than good. The best thing to happen would be their basic fire safety. Being knowledgeable will help people correctly watch over the fire and put them out. First, never start a fire with gas or lighter fluid, as this can cause the flames to become huge, and the contents can spill on the ground, causing a fire around. Keep the fire as small as you can. Always keep a jug or carton near you in case something goes wrong. And when you're putting out the fire, always use water and never soil, as the soil just covers the flames and keeps the heat in for over 24 hours, creating a fire hazard. To ensure that the coals are extinguished, put water over them, mix them around, and then put water on again. And last but not least, never leave your fire unattended. Being educated on how to handle fires can help prevent acres from being burnt, houses from being destroyed, and lives from being taken in the future. Education of fire safety is vital to ensure that humans don't make mistakes and they turn into huge wildfires. Wildfires can start a number of ways, but human arrogance is the number one cause. Although they bring benefits, especially if they're controlled, the harm they bring is much more. Utilize the steps I've said to you today, and lastly, further educate yourself so that you do not put yourself in the same position as the campers that created the Goodwin Fire. Thank you.